Muted everyone. Does anyone have a question you'd like to ask? Please try and sit still. Does anyone have a question?
I have a question, Stuart. In the essence of the non-dualistic practice, when we're drawing in energy, it could be like kind of painful or emotional or a lot of negativity, as well as it could be gratitude. If for this practice, there's no real difference. It's all energy, so it doesn't matter in that
Well,
sense.
the energy is, neutral. It's not painful. What's painful is the opening of the heart, the letting go. The need inside to transform the blocks. That's where the pain is. It's not in the energy. Energy is male, female. It's, neutral. It's neuter almost. It doesn't have dichotomy. It's not polar. And what creates pain, emotional pain, mental pain, is the condition of our inner life. And the energy, trying to open us inside, us letting go, us giving birth to ourselves. That's what creates the pain, not the energy. I mean, when you finally get the chakra system really open, there's no longer polarity. There's no longer male, female, any of this stuff. It just kind of dissolves in a transcendental experience. At the same time, as we live consciously in the world, we respect people's genders, we respect people's color, their religions, how they live, what they believe. That's part of opening inside, is learning how to do these things. At the same time, we connect with what's transcendental, what's of a higher plane, where it eliminates polarity and conflict and that constant dialogue in ourselves about what's right and wrong. It's very interesting because it's like a dichotomy, because on one level, we consciously understand, the differences in people, the differences in gender, the differences in race, religion, and we respect it. On the other level, we get to a place where we transcend duality, polarity, and we connect with higher energy in the universe. And the connection with higher energy in the universe has certain kinds of demands. The principal one is that we respect life. And by respecting life and by opening to the diversity of life, we work out our karma, we learn how to live on the earth, we learn how to be happy people. So it's very strange because on one level, there is no duality. And yet we live in a world of duality, a world of polarity, and we need to learn to respect the diversity. It almost sounds like it is a paradox, but it's a very real one. And in order to, live this way, you can't try to think about it and rationalize it. It just has to become an organic expression of one's inner life, connecting with God, where there is no duality, and living in a place that's full of duality and respecting all different divergent ways that people live. So one is enlightenment, a state of freedom, and the other one is really getting free of our karma. And there is no separation between these two things. Only in the mind creates separation. I hope this is clear, because this is really important stuff that I'm talking about here, because it's something that confuses people. It's something that people spend lifetimes trying to analyze and figure out, and they write books about it, and, and it's all very simple. You can't have transcendental consciousness unless you truly have learned how to live here in the world, with respect, with love, with compassion, with dignity. And one is completely connected to the other. One gives birth to the other. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living on this planet, Why come here? There's something that we have to learn here, to turn on the news and to listen to all that bullshit that goes on with these crazy people. But it's our job to learn how to, okay, it's bullshit, but love them anyway, like them anyway, listen to them anyway, learn something from them, even if it's you learn what not to do in life. Open to learn something from whatever, everyone. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? I mean, I'm sitting here and looking at 30 some odd people. Every one of you is different. Every single one of you has a different chemistry, has a different belief systems, has different, and to me, that's what makes this extraordinary. That I can be here learning from all of you how to grow inside myself. Does anyone else have a question? God bless you all and thank you. And are there any more questions? People have been sending me emails. Will I continue Zoom classes after June 1st? People are like, is it going to stop? And I write back to me, look, this class has touched so many people around the world. I can't stop it. It would be stupid and would be a disservice to God to stop it. All I want to do is find a place to live. And I think I found a place where I want to live. But I'm not going to say where yet to people. A place where I can, I'm not going to have to worry about earning a living. And, I get this Social Security that will cover everything. So but the Zoom classes will continue no matter where the hell I'm, because these classes have touched so many people around the world that how could I stop this? I mean, it would really be going against God to stop this. And there's nothing in me that expects everybody to move where I am. That would be just insanity, It's not going to happen. But I think I need this growth. I think all of you must need it, or why would you be here? But I've gotten, I don't know, today, are you going to continue classes after June 1st? I said, yes. I will. Don't worry. And anyway, I'm not going to be moving in, I don't know when, but it's coming up and it's going to, the whole thing has to be worked out. I have to go see these things and make sure they're right. And, you know, so it's going to be an interesting summer. It'll be a very interesting summer. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Lately something that really concerns me, because lately I've been getting emails and all kinds of stuff from people who I haven't seen in a long time. And it really kind of breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that people, they stop doing their inner work. They stop really, touching deep places in themselves, stop trying to connect with God. And all that happens is they get older. They get older. We all get older. But it's good to get older with a chakra system that's getting younger. You can be my age and say, well, I'm going to go move somewhere and start over again. You have that capacity and you're not afraid to do things that are adventurous in life. And I see people get older. One person who I used to love very dearly, and he vanished into the hinterlands of wherever, and he just had a stroke, for God's sake. And basically when he came to me, it was very, because basically this meditation saved his life. And then he went off, and I'm going to do my own thing. And he just had a stroke. I talked to him, it was hard to talk to him. So what I'm saying is, we got to do inner work, deep inner work, not just some veneer of inner work or surface inner work or words, It has to be deep inner work, because I promise you, I always say it, there's one thing I can guarantee everybody, you will get older. And if you don't do this inner work, the inner life of a human being atrophies, and then all these things happen. And I just concerned, but I've had a lot of people in the last 2 weeks get in touch with people I haven't seen. And one guy, what, and I'm doing some kind of puja in Bhutan, and I would like you to come. It's going to be in honor of Rudy. So, this guy didn't even know who he was, but I knew another guy who was doing it with him. And it's just been one thing after the other like this lately. So anyway, it just breaks my heart. I just asking you all, make a commitment. It'll take nothing away from your life, but you'll do every day work on yourself that will sustain your inner growth, that will sustain. Doesn't have to be what I do. I'm not pushing Stuart and Rudy, and I'm not here saying that this is the best for everybody. It certainly isn't. But there would be millions of people sitting in the Zoom class, But whatever it is, you got to do it and work on it and never take it for granted and assume, because if you assume and you take things for granted, the only thing that happens is that just time goes on. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, well, again, God bless you all. Thank you. And there'll be class on what's today, Monday, Wednesday. And, you know, in all humility, let's grow together. Let's all of us make a commitment to truly have our own unique and independent connection with God. And to use this meditation, as long as you're coming here, as a tool that can build a system that can allow you to do this. So bless you all. And I hope I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you very much.